welcome to March's edition for the year 2020 of Watch Me Suck at Bowling, coming to you from a place we haven't been for a very long time, Harvard Lanes in Harvard, Massachusetts. But it's so close to the town of Ayer. The town of Harvard pretty much disowns this place anyway, so it's not the snooty area. Anyway, depending on how crowded it is, there seems to be quite a few people. We'll see if we're going to be bowling here or moving to Mason's and doing it there. Well, there's also another reason why we don't go here. There's 4 words, 5 if you don't count hyphenated words as a single, and that's $25 an hour. So we've been in here before. You know what it looks like. Might just give a quick pan. And let's get situated.
But before we head on in, let's take a look at the high scores as of now. In Candlepins, got a high of 142 not that long ago at New Palace Lanes, and the low of 44 was at Mason's when I started to bowl the correct way, more or less starting. In the Land of the Ducks, we got a 147 at Collins Bowlodrome. It was either lane 1 or 2. 58, that was at Chelmsford Lanes when I found that the short approaches plus the pin cam being in the approach, bad idea. Moved the camera, everything was fine after that. And then the Land of the 10 pins. That is it, just a 161 for a high. And trying the Jason Belmonte approach didn't work. And yes, I only got 26 doing that. And those are the highs and lows as of now.
Watch Me Suck at Bowling is a proud sponsor of the hit TV Candlepin show King of the Palace. Watch talented professional and league bowlers show their stuff instead of watching this crap. To watch episodes of King of the Palace, simply go to YouTube and search for King of the Palace. If you want to subscribe to the show, go to youtube.com/newpalacelanes.
2 things working against us. 1, we're getting lane number 4, known to be one of the toughest ones here. And 2, they're playing music. Lovely. Anyway, here are the urethane pro-life balls from EPCO, the only thing professional you're about to see in this entire thing. And per usual, we check the house balls just to see how they are. And they're all pretty decent. I mean, some have some gouges, but that one over there, not so much. No. But of course, we're using that anyway. And now, it's time to watch me suck at bowling. Part-time.
Frame of bowling.
Here we go. One of the toughest lanes in the whole building. Let's see what happens.
Ball 2.
There you go. Typical first ball, right out of the box.
Ball 3.
The 4 and 7, if the wood is hit right, could take them both. Since that was a fairly delivered ball, that does count. And therefore we have a 10. And for those of you who like the pin setters, here's the Bowlmore in action. And it comes down to set some pins. And there you go.
Frame 2, ball 1.
So far, pretty good start. Can we keep the momentum? As I typically say, too many wobbly wobblies, not enough folly downies.
Ball 2.
3, 6, 7, 10. Ugly split.
Ball 3.
You knew at some point a gutter ball would be in this as well. Salvaged it with an 8. So far, not a bad start. We got a 10 and 1 thanks to the surprise pin fall by the curtain, which was perfectly legal because it hit a pin prior. And an 8 and 2. So far, 18.
Frame 3, ball 1.
The only thing that can make this game better are some marks. That is not a mark.
Ball 2.
Haven't we seen that already? Kind of old.
Ball 3.
That's much better. Let's see if we can clear the plate. The answer is no. It's a 7.
Frame 4, ball 1.
Steadily falling down the rabbit hole. Can we pick it up from here?
Ball 2.
Going for the Emily. That is nothing in ball 1, everything in ball 2.
Ball 3.
This is starting to look ugly. Could this be a stink frame? No, it won't be. It's an 8. That performance was a hair weak. We got a 7 in 3 and an 8 in 4. So far, 33.
Frame 5, ball 1.
Things need to improve a little bit. It's starting to get a bit weak.
Ball 2, we let minor lobs live.
1, 2, 4, 10. Yet another ugly split. An ugly split made into an uglier split. That's one interesting way to get a 10.
Frame 6, ball 1.
Will we finally get a decent start?
Ball 2.
Another 3-pin narrow leave. How much I love them.
Ball 3.
The 1 and 9 all alone. Let's see if we can pick them up. So close, but it's a 9. Getting a little better. We got a 10 and 5 and a 9 and 6. We're at 52.
Frame 7, ball 1.
This is definitely a tough lane and definitely a slow start.
Ball 2. Welcome to Harvard.
Screwed out of a strike. Let's see if we can get a spare. And we do.
Frame 8, ball 1. El Stinko.
What will the bonus be? Is it going to be a big help? Let's find out. And it looks like El Stinko left us with 7. The snowplow with helpful wood.
Ball 2.
All you gotta do is hit the head pin and everything should fall.
Ball 3.
All you gotta do is hit the head pin and everything should go with it. And that is a I wish it was ball 2 moment with a 10. Those 2 frames went pretty well. We got a spare in 7 and a 10 in 8. The first 7 pins falling on the first ball, making the fill. 79. Looks like we're going to have a decent game.
Frame 9, ball 1.
Hopefully, those 2 frames show what's to come.
Ball 2.
The 4 horsemen and its friend, the 9 pin.
Ball 3.
Of course, we throw the ball that only takes out the 10 pin, per usual. There's the second I wish it was ball 2 moment in a row, and another 10.
Last frame, ball 1. Need to mark to get 3 digits.
For me, in a tough house and a tough lane, that is a tall order.
Halting.
To those that are good at this game, this is a fairly easy spare to convert. Keep in mind what show you're watching.
Ball 3, Bowling God's middle finger.
The Bowling God saying, no spare for you. And there you have it, a third 10. One lousy point away. We got a pair of 10s in 9 and 10, and 3 10s in a row on this channel is a microwave turkey dinner, because you know it's not as good as a real one. So again, a pair of 10s, and we end with a 99. That will conclude the first week of shows for the month of March 2020 for Watch Me Suck at Bowling at Harvard Lanes, Harvard, Massachusetts. This is George F551 saying, hope you enjoyed, have a good one, and I have one more thing to say. As of March 1st, 2020, people have been asking me, since I sponsor the King of the Palace Candlepin show, is where have the episodes been? They haven't been uploaded for months. Well, we finally got an answer to that. Travis, who puts together King of the Palace for Fitchburg Access Television, has been very busy in the rebuilding of Fitchburg City Hall. He is tasked of rewiring all the audio and video equipment that they want to use in the building, primarily for public access. So until he gets that done, he has not had the time to put out the episodes. This project is almost done, so barring any problems with the wiring or equipment that City Hall has, sometime within the spring of 2020, King of the Palace and all the backlogged episodes should air. So with that being said, this is George F551 saying, hope you enjoyed and have a good one.